Management. 1. Overview. The purpose of learning site management duties is to understand site duties as Takesha engineers. Preparation stage. Examination and planning of contents of design and construction. A. Overview. EC data includes 90 work task items in total. For each task, what project managers and project teams should carry out is described based on the time process. Probably, from your own experience of construction, you have understood that work tasks may not be necessarily advanced according to the order shown in EC data. However, we believe that all work tasks must be carried out. You must carry out 21 tasks, from 1 to 21, in the first half of the preliminary stage, preparation stage 1/2. This stage is before you move into the site office. It begins with internal taking over described in item 1, and it ends in document preparation for site described in item 21. When you are stuck on a particular task or matter after taking over a project, you tend to concentrate on them. As a result, you are apt to lose sight of the overall image. For example, I had the following experiences during site construction. When site construction was at a high elevation, I concentrated on the safe work plan and the establishment of a safety control system. When site construction was a clean room class 100 project, I devoted myself to quality management and performance guarantee. When the amount of orders was low and the working budget was extremely limited, I concentrated on value engineering, VE, cost reduction, and negotiation with suppliers and manufacturers. When the period of construction was short and orders had to be placed earlier, I placed our pre-orders. As a result, I achieved the work goals, but I was not able to achieve the target profit. The actions that I took were necessary. I've reflected on them many times. However, after that I was able to predict the result of the construction as construction went on. I thought, as I expected before I moved into the site office, I should have considered individual items more carefully. Based on such reflective experiences, you should take the site management training. In a sense, it may be no exaggeration to say that the efforts of construction management and the results concerning quality, cost, delivery, safety and morale, QCDSM, depend on the construction plan preliminary stage before arrival at the site office. This stage includes task items 1 to 38, and also 60, 62, 63, described in task items number 55 and number 56. Probably you have reflected upon duties of past construction, saying I should have responded more precisely at that time. We consider items number 55 and number 56 as one set. Therefore, this set is called the construction plan preliminary stage. You must complete the set before you move into the site office. Review how important it is to understand all items on the basis of procedures. Items 22 through 38 are carried out in the last half of the preliminary stage, preparation stage 2/2. This period is from decide main policy described in item 22 to claim, settle account described in item 38. As I mentioned in conjunction with items 1 to 21, how smoothly you can advance duties after you moved into the site office depends on how sufficiently you complete individual items before you move there. You cannot put off the date when you move into the site office. When you move into the site office, next duties await you. When you have some untreated items, they will still be left untreated, or you will treat the untreated items site. In such cases, you cannot get good results. So I repeat, the good turning point of construction is before you move into the site office. Take this into your heart and move on carrying out the tasks. Individual task items described in EC data are displayed in turn to be carried out. Key points of the preliminary stage before arrival at the site office are described in task items number 55 and number 56 in detail. Suppose that you actually moved into the site office, and suppose that you had a number of incomplete and untreated tasks in the preliminary stage. You must ultimately carry them out after arrival at the site office. In addition, you must timely complete the task items to be carried out after arrival at the site office. As a result, the tasks to be carried out during business hours are added. This addition does not only increase burdens on you, but also certainly leads to deterioration of the quality of construction. Considering the preliminary stage before arrival at the site office to be important, understand those task items. You carry out work in progress stage after you move into the site office. Work in progress stage is described in number 57. Preparation, however, is not completed in the first stage of the site construction. If preparation is not completed, the construction will not be successful. Insufficient preparations cause repetition. This does not only waste time but also leads to deterioration of the quality of construction. Deterioration of quality means both deterioration of the quality of construction and deterioration of the quality of management. The basis of site management is to digest duties and items one by one in a timely manner. In many cases, you move into the site office in response to clients' requests like let the person in charge reside in the site office as soon as possible. Determine the date of your arrival at the site office based on the timing of the start of construction and the groundbreaking. If you move into the site office too early, you need to go back and forth between the headquarters and the site office more frequently. Therefore, duties may be treated inefficiently. Late arrival at the site office can be fatal for construction management. Note that more people will visit you after the site office is established, so you become busier. In addition, miscellaneous duties and trifles will occur. Deal with them quickly. Do not have idle talk with the people from the subcontractor companies and the people belonging to the same company. At this stage, the construction plan is almost completed. Some subcontractors, companies working with our company, machine part manufacturers and vendors have been chosen, and site members have gotten used to site duties to some extent. The atmosphere that site construction is finally about to begin is created. The workplace begins to be energized. Site members have understood the contents of construction. They begin to have self-confidence. You do not feel the uneasiness that you felt at the time of takeover. You become more positive. The important point is to reduce the number of untreated duties. As site duties are carried out according to the construction schedule operation, site situations change every moment. It is basic to accumulate efforts daily. Matters to be confirmed are established respectively by the site team in charge of Takesha, between Takesha and other suppliers, and between Takesha and subcontractors. Even if the construction plan is perfect, bad directions, bad confirmation, and bad management will not allow the plan to be realized. You are now in the initial D stage of the PDCA cycle. The main point is to promote construction based on the construction plan established by the Takesha team in charge. If the Takesha person in charge does not seem to have self-confidence, of course, that attitude will have a bad influence on the entire construction. Advance duties with self-confidence and conviction. Advance duties not high-handedly but reasonably. The skills and human power required by you based on your experience at site offices and workplaces are very effective. Make continuous efforts while keeping to the construction schedule, including the preparation of the construction drawings. This stage is a good opportunity to show your ability to manage and command the staff members well as an site director. B. Key points to learn. If you read items 1 to 21 to be completed before arrival at the site office, preliminary stage, 1/2, you can understand how important they are. Through individual actions of this stage, you can grasp key points of construction management. 1. Internal taking over. Carry out in-house management takeover accurately. Do not leave uncertain points. Prevent in-house collusion. 2. Discussion about job planning. The person in charge makes perfect preparations to hold a significant meeting for construction policy. Do not delay the timing of the meeting. The meeting for construction policy is the most important at this stage. Obtain good results in a short time. The person in charge must lead it. Imagine construction while extracting construction points and reading engineering drawings. Take notes of what was discussed at the meeting. 3. Design study. Analyze design contents and understand them. Understand engineering drawings. Understand them by yourself and have self-confidence. Requirements. Obtain the information for the parts of the engineering drawings you cannot understand from the designer. Confirm them. 4, 5, 6. Consider which manufacturer to select for the equipment which you should use, and follow the procedures. Recognize that the ordering party is Takesha. 7. Discuss with supplier. Negotiations with the manufacturer and purchase control are important processes. The site persons in charge should confirm issues of technical aspects. 8. Submission and approval. 9. Place in order approval determinations. Prepare a document easy to read without any mistakes. Explain the contents of the document. Keep return forms for approval. Complete this task quickly. 10. Drawing schedule, drafting plan, preparation plan for construction drawings. Construction drawings are detailed drawings. Better drawings lead construction with better quality. Determination of rules including drafting rules, Do not draft them in your own particular way. Determine rules, consider them as standards, and follow them. Management of drawings is important. 11. 12. Hear design intention. Ask the designer the intention of the design. Build a relationship with the designer to ensure cooperation and an association with him/her. 13. Discussion about quality control. Organize and arrange design contents. Prepare for design changes. Even if the design is changed, do not get confused. Classify quality points and divide them into two categories: proper quality and important quality. Quality failure should not occur. 14. Determination of working method. Consider the construction method and develop it as a specific construction method. Create a construction process and procedures. Consider construction points and construction methods. Consider specific construction methods and determine them. It is natural to use prefabricated units. 15. Study about VE. Propose it based on technology. Create alternative methods or construction methods for function improvement and cost reduction. 16. Decide project members. Organize groups in the company. Organizations in the company and the overall company should address the project. Make role sharing clear. 17. Introduce to every other parties. Introduce yourself and your team to relevant companies at just the right time. Sell our skills, management ability, and human power. 18. Negotiate VE. Explain our VE policy with sincere attitude. 19. Make document preparation for client, owner. Prepare simple and clear documents at a good time. You should correspond to this document-based society. Do not take a long time to prepare the documents. 20. Arrange site office furniture. Prepare office equipment. Prepare all the necessary things. The equipment is the property of the company. Treat them carefully. Do not mix public and private matters. 21. Document preparation for site. Correspond to this document-based society. Use computers effectively. Manage documents thoroughly. 22. Decide main policy. Show plans for individual problems by using QCDSM, PDCA, and 5W1H. 23. Temporary facilities plan. There are two types of temporary construction. One is necessary for construction management and the other is directly necessary for construction. Also consider temporary equipment and facilities. 24. Install site office. The site office is the workplace for people responsible for the project. Administer the site office effectively and be sure not to damage the name and reputation of Takesha. 25. 28. Arrangement of temporary facilities. There are a wide variety of temporary things. The site office during the construction period is not simply temporary, but official. 26. 27. Arrival at the site office. Introduce yourself timely to the relevant parties. Keep timely contact with them. Start strict site management. 29. Planning of safety and hygiene. 30. Make checklist. Always prepare documents so that no problem can be detected when the Labor Standards Inspection Office inspects them. Preparation of documents are also important. 31. Make budget. Prepare working budget reliable in accuracy. Do not devote yourself to technical ideas. Preparation of budget management. Trace and manage expenses until construction ends. Easy to manage preparation is necessary. 32. Assess quotation of subcon. 33. Confirm subcon. Determination and arrangement of subcontractors. Control of the purchasing section for construction. Take resolute attitudes and actions. Keep a distance from the subcontractor. 34. Make rough working schedule. Process plan as construction plan. Incorporate necessary items, time, conditions, and information in the process. Preparation of the detailed operation sheet. Prepare the operation sheet useful for business. Show relevant issues and information in it. 35. Make flow sheet of government application. Application plan to be submitted to government offices. 36. Arrange document. Procedure for application to government offices. 37. Advance meeting with government authority, receipt of permits and certificates from government offices. 38. Claim, settle account, request, management and adjustment of provisional payments. Requests for the money and payment action are indexes of the reliability evaluation for the site office director. 60. Confirm the emergency hospital. The confirmation of information on the organizations with which you should use in an emergency. For example, locations such as the addresses of laborers' hospitals are included. Prepare for unexpected accidents. 62. 1. Management of the site office. 2. Direction in individual areas including the workplace. All areas including the site office, processing places, rest spots, constructor sites and peripheral areas are workplaces for our site construction. Simply carry out rearranging, ordering, cleanup, and cleaning, and manage individual areas. The site office is one business's establishment for a limited period of time. Maintain areas with honor. 63. Application. C. Business development. Remember how you advanced your duties in the past. When you have points which you should reflect on, do so obediently. You may say, things do not go forward as much as described in textbooks because you have partners. However, you should reflect on whether you have the attitude as instructed in textbooks or you take methods to promote things according to textbooks. I understand your circumstances are all different. Partners, including your seniors and bosses, also have an influence on you. Therefore, it is not easy to treat things ideally. You feel stressed then. However, all things start with carrying everything out while keeping an attitude to push forward according to textbooks. Do not persist in how you led work in past construction. Try to lead using new ways. When I talk about myself based on construction experience and points to be reflected on, EC data is effective and useful to prevent non-fulfillment of duties to be completed site. You can carry out half of the items using your experience in common sense terms without reading EC data, site office duties. However, you will have some untreated items by all means. The EC data, site duties is a guidebook to prevent the non-fulfillment of duties. Always have this guidebook on you, and use it effectively. Obediently reflect on the site office duties that you carried out in the past, and make use of those reflection points in the present and future duties. You may feel suffocation after you finish reading task items from 1 to 55 and 56, because you may feel trapped by the constraint that you must meet the conditions as described in the tasks. Within these tasks, however, the ideal position of the site office director of Takesha is portrayed. The position perspective for you is mentioned there at the same time. The job responsibilities of the site office director are heavy, so that it is natural that they are required. You may think that our superiors and seniors are not ideal, and my explanation contradicts reality. It may be a considerably accurate expression. It is a fact that there are careless site office directors. However, we really hope that we want you to become ideal members of Takesha. Behavior of your seniors should not be a concern. Grow as you remember your past practices, and improve your imperfect points. Work in progress stage. A. Overview. You have started site management at last. This EC data consists of 90 items in total. Half of those task items are carried out in the stage before site management. You understand that plan and preparation are important in many of the task items. Site construction administrative duties are repeatedly explained. In addition, in a different aspect, the construction industry is in the world of multiplication, but it is not in the world of addition. Construction plans multiplied by working drawings multiplied by construction operational management multiplied by commissioning and delivery equals construction success and customer satisfaction. It can be said that the process of daily management is effective because the process, from the beginning, goes smoothly. Site management duties after daily management described in items 68 and 69 are basically routine. They, however, depend on the factors including construction scale, construction period, and location conditions. In other words, they are repeated duties and tasks. Since people are not machines, people cannot do repetitive jobs well. If tasks get into rut, you are required to make an effort not to tend to corner cut, simplify, and omit. The site director should view the overall process and construction period. It is necessary to pay attention to prevent such mannerisms. Through repeated efforts day by day, you can gradually see the goal. This process is fun. Possible countermeasures against stereotype tasks are as follows. 1. Show yields using percentage once a week. Let site staff members recognize the degree of achievement. In this case, yields based on amount of money, yields based on construction days, and yields based on site man-hours should be shown. The monthly yield is, of course, yields based on the amount of money. It is impossible, however, to grasp the present achievement degree only based on it. 2. Hold dinner parties for recognition of services for site staff members regularly and simply. Such meetings are necessary. Points to pay attention to include time management. The normal working hours of the main office is from 9 a.m. to 5:45 p.m. On the other hand, the normal site working hours are from approximately 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., depending on individual constructor sites. Generally, site staff members start tasks early in the morning and end them late in the evening. It is important for site staff members to make the following a practice. They should arrive at the site office by all means in the morning before the starting time and go home as soon as possible at night. Have workers and subcontractors follow the no overtime work rule as much as possible. Assign day off members to construction fairly. Use alternative shifts and manage your staff members. Treat operators and general employees equally. Do not partially assign the personnel. If you really believe that it is natural that people should not work overtime, you acquire such custom and habit, and gradually control the working time with such an attitude. Give individual tasks and have them carried out. Excessive work is prohibited. It is important to establish a habit of no excessive work. Prolonged labor is dishonorable. In general, people, including individuals and workers, are not good at going to apply for permits and certificates at relevant government offices. Under a constitutional state, one of the very important processes is to carry out legal procedures. One of the important things for construction contractors is to act for clients and business owners or to apply to government offices and receive permits to aid them. The ways to do so are described in detail in the Manual for Application to Government Offices of Takesha. Do not think that such application is troublesome, and carry out those tasks at an accurate and appropriate time. Some business owners always treat application to government offices as a personal expense. Other companies often request Takesha for such application. Completely accomplish representation tasks so that our trust may not be destroyed. Cases when a certain staff member forgot to apply to the government office actually exist. Tasks for ordering equipment, material, and the construction are generally described there. Such ordering is important as a task to be carried out in turn besides site management after site duties are started. If you do not place an order for equipment, materials, and construction, the site construction does go ahead. In parallel with duties to observe the construction field, advance such duties in good timing without delay. On the other hand, grasp important points in the process. Construction is advancing smoothly now. You are switching over from the commissioning stage to the delivery stage. This means that you have nearly arrived at the final stage of the construction process. In practice, requirements in this stage, including things to be prepared, must have been completed at an earlier stage. As already described, the person in charge of site construction starts with reading and understanding design contents. In the process of the construction plan, ideally, concepts of commissioning, explanation of handling, and takeover should have been completed. In my project experiences, I achieved it when I was 39 years old. It happened in my 15th year after I began site practice. It was my only experience as a project for a plant. After I experienced construction in the first period at the plant, I was commissioned to manage construction in the second period. Then I carried out all duties including establishment of the basic plan, determination of the basic design, determination of the detailed design, calculation for construction and preparation of engineering drawings. So I was able to have such a successful experience. Designing calculation formats, engineering drawings, commissioning plan documents, and instruction manuals are related to each other. In the project, I was able to complete those documents during construction. Of course, real data including measurement data were not obtained at that time. In addition, I also corrected some documents. Upon completion, I realized, however, that I myself was able to advance duties ideally. This was lucky for me. You are recognized for the first time that you have concluded the role of the site office manager after you accurately complete these duties in this stage. Now, I will show you the ways to do so. B. Key points to learn. 39. Collection of manufacturing drawing. You must be able to understand what to purchase for our construction when you see budget code-based items and titles. 40. Submission and approval of drawing. Apply for approval. After approval is obtained, have the product manufactured. 41. Start manufacturing. After approval, clearly give the okay to manufacture the product. 42. Inspection. Make sure to inspect products in the manufacturer's factory to make them feel tense. 43. Check how to carry in and install equipment. Images and design drawings and working drawings show equipment, devices, processed materials which will have been finally built. This task item is a very important factor for construction planning required for operation and tasks for carrying in, installing, and mounting equipment, devices, materials, and workpieces. This is a plan for a stream of conveyance from the starting points of equipment, devices, materials, and workpieces to the end points. Make the plan while imagining individual equipment, devices, material, and workpieces. Of course, this task will be involved in the construction process. You will need a number of data as required in preparation of working drawings. The plan for conveyance of equipment, devices, materials, and workpieces is absolutely equivalent to the construction plan. In particular, main large equipment must, without interruption, follow a series of tasks to eventually to be installed or mounted. Here, main large equipment includes freezers, boilers, air conditioners, large pumps, small cooling towers, heat exchangers, large blowers, and panels. The worst scenario occurs after some conditions or situations cause temporary placement, if temporarily placed equipment must be moved to other places again. If you cannot complete a task on the first attempt, there are always causes and reasons. They are incomplete installation plans and poor arrangement, poor direction, and poor confirmation. So you must go ahead with things carefully. The installation plan document is not useful if it is prepared. It is important to explain to site staff members subcontractors, installation operators, constructors, and other business agents about the installation plan. In particular, you should plan installation construction when large heavy industrial machines are used, so that there can be no impossibility, waste, and danger. Make an effort to make the plan more simple. Prefabrication is already described in the explanation of plan for construction. Prepare to use more prefabricated units from the aspect of simple construction by reducing site man-hours as much as possible. 44. Make preliminary drawing. Working drawings are detailed design drawings. A wide variety of information is added when they are prepared. They cover a number of matters to be confirmed. When different types of construction with different ranges are conducted, you must confirm the association of the current construction with other types of construction by using working drawings. In addition, if our construction is connected with other companies' construction, you must confirm it by using working drawings. Before you create a working drawing, prepare for it with the objective of completion of better facilities as a whole in the process of creation of the drawing. Good technology is required. We are required to have a wide variety of knowledge and experience during site construction. So some people say you cannot solve problems if you have no experience. Construction, however, is actually in progress in front of you. You must carry out your duties on the constructed site. Fortunately, you have a way to solve problems unless you experience matters there. It is to use this text or AC data and learn data about defects and failures. If you always have an interest in your jobs, you can get necessary skills and knowledge. Your attitude toward your job facilitates the learning of practical knowledge. Also, if your attitude toward your job is right, necessary practical knowledge is naturally accumulated. Thinking so, continue this training. 45. Make job drawing. Working drawings are detailed design drawings of facilities which our construction finally produces. They are products which are constructed. A working drawing itself is not a product, but it determines the quality of facilities, which is the content of the working drawing. Create rich and high-value detailed design drawings. Working drawings in the end represent the construction plan. It is said that working drawings are decisive factors. The construction industry is in the world of multiplication, but it is not in the world of addition. Construction plans multiplied by working drawings multiplied by construction operational management multiplied by commissioning and delivery equals construction success and customer satisfaction. Prefabrication is already described in the explanation of plan for construction. Prepare to use more prefabricated units from the aspect of simple construction by reducing site man-hours as much as possible. 46. Approval. Depending on project forms, when you treat working drawings and establish construction points, you undergo the approval application step. This step is to make clients, design supervisors, construction supervisors, and the in-house manager confirm relevant drawings. It takes time to get approval. They will request that you change or correct the drawings. You must add such elements to the drawing-related process. 47. 48. The person in charge of site construction must submit purchasing requests to the purchasing section for construction following an in-house procedure. The person in charge of purchasing carries out purchasing tasks according to the purchasing request. 49. Check how to carry in and install. Checking of site installation of equipment. Review the installation plan document. 50. Make working checklist, prepare the quality control sheet, and conduct plant management. In addition, conduct management on priority quality items. Priority quality items shall be thoroughly and strictly selected. It is important not to increase the number of them. It is difficult to continue good quality control. If there are too many priority items, some people may want to fabricate data. If so, the priority items are meaningless. Perfectly manage the selected items. Continuously manage quality to obtain reliable data. 51, 52, 53. The person in charge of site construction should consider construction examination 1 to be a big event in the company. High quality of in-house inspection is an index to show the technology and management ability of Takesha. 54, 55. Site construction management is conducted from construction plan to be taken over. This task requires the site manager's management skill. Ability to process control is absolutely equivalent to management ability. Site construction management is an interesting job. 56. Place an order. After you issue a construction slip, issue instructions to start construction. Do not start construction in advance. 57. Settle invoices from subcon. Clerical paperwork of assessment of subcontractors' construction costs, receiving inspection, and payment. Accurately assess it, and do not delay payment. 58, 59. As described in the plan for temporary construction, temporary facilities are used only for a short time. Facilities to be used are regular. Do not have the wrong idea that what you can only use temporarily is enough for temporary facilities. Regular electric wiring and panels must be used. For wire connection, safety devices and measuring instruments are required. Every temporary facility must be maintained. Inspect, confirm, maintain, correct, and relocate temporary facilities. 61. Management of safety and hygiene. Management duties for safety and hygiene are included in management duties for site construction. Individual functions and roles for a company are assigned to them. In other words, such duties are also intended to have functions to check whether the company's management for safety and hygiene is properly carried out on the constructed site. Full-time safety managers must be assigned. 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. There is a process until permits and certificates are received. Plan for application to the relevant government office. Procedure for application to the relevant government office. Receiving of permits and certificates from the government office. Intermediate inspection of facilities to be approved by the relevant government office. Completion inspection of facilities to be approved by the relevant government office. Ultimately, Take steps in turn until permits and certificates are received. Before the start of construction, the site manager has no concern for the application for building facilities including systems for water supply, fire extinguishing equipment, and ventilation equipment. Construction of these facilities, however, have been included in application as one of our business categories. 1. Take measure for equipment to be applied for at relevant offices within the range of construction. See the manual for application to government offices. 2. Create a timeline for application. Select a person to be in charge of applications. Confirm where to apply, and go there. Ask the person in charge how to apply. 3. Confirm equipment with the relevant parties. Possible equipment such as extinguish equipment include fire extinguishing pumps, alarms, sprinklers, fire hydrants, fire extinguishers, and hoses. Other possible equipment include refrigerators, boilers, pressure vessels, dangerous equipment, combustion equipment, devices for drinking water, water purifier tanks, exhausters, and smoke vents. Manufacturers have prepared application formats in which requirements are filled. Such formats are attached to the equipment. Do not overlook the formats. 4. Advance the process without any mistakes in timing. Do not depart from the process, because the purposes of these items include preventing any neighborhood complaints. If claims are placed by neighbors, they turn into problems. 68, 69. In these items, you are told to observe the site. As a member of Tekesha, however, what does the instruction observe the site or the phrase named the site mean? Daily site management includes management requirements. If you are on the constructed site without any particular purpose, you are not considered to be carrying out site duties. It is necessary to treat routine tasks designated in task items to be carried out with clear awareness of what to do. Remember the tasks to be done and necessary items in order to conduct daily management. KYK is an acronym taken from the 3 words of Kikken, danger, Yochi, prediction, and Kenran, training, or Kikken, danger, Yochi, prediction, and Katsudu, activities. The word with the same meaning as KYK, KY, Kikken, and Yochi may be also used. In particular, these acronyms are used to instruct site members to confirm any potential dangerous factors in advance, prepare countermeasures, and avoid danger. KYK and KY are not words that mean only be careful. They are the key words to confirm countermeasures to prevent particular accidents. There are more dangerous factors that cause accidents on constructed sites than in general factories and workplaces. KYK activities must be done at the place where danger tasks are carried out. Of course, such tasks will be permitted only if necessary safety facilities, protectors, and temporary facilities are prepared in advance. KYK activities are the most important to prevent accidents from happening on constructed sites. Make worker list with photo. Constructed sites are workplaces where workers gather for construction. You are greatly responsible for them. Arrangement and submission of the construction system book This is an action in compliance with the Construction Industry Act. Grasp the contents of the book so that no complaints are received from official examiners during inspection. Be familiar with core items in the Construction Industry Act. 71. Newly admission instruction. 72, 73, 75, 76. These tasks are described in detail in item number 57. 81, 82. These tasks are described in detail in item number 57. 81. Clear defects. Do not conduct site construction management so that a number of incomplete tasks are found one after another. Ensure all tasks are carried out. 82. Cleaning. There will be no problems if they are done every day. C. Business development. You may feel suffocation after you finish reading items 1 to 55 and 56, because you may feel trapped by the constraint that you must meet the conditions as described in the task items. In these task items, however, the ideal site office director of Takesha is portrayed. The position perspective for you is mentioned there at the same time. The job responsibilities of the site office director are heavy, so that it is natural that they are required. You may think that our superiors and seniors are not ideal, and my explanation contradicts reality. It may be a considerably accurate expression. It is fact that there are careless site office directors. However, we really hope that we want you to become ideal members of Takesha. Behaviors of real seniors should not be a concern to you. Remember your past practices and improve imperfect points. Grow in the process. Review what you are actually doing. Have you often departed from the basic principles? In my experiences, I've repeated treating tasks in my own ways, justifying myself with a reason, because such tasks were special. Along with progress of construction, special cases occupied my duties. If you advance your tasks following basic procedure, exceptions almost do not occur. Try to have enough time to advance duties following basic steps. Processes and procedures for site construction management flow in a single stream. It is impossible, therefore, to improve the final stage of site construction before takeover. Depending on the stages of projects, check back on your duties from the initial stage of construction to improve them. Basically, site construction management depends on skills. Review and analyze problems technically. Everything starts with reviewing and planning with enough time. In this spirit, advance the construction plan. Before completion stage. A. Overview. When you reach this stage, you dimly feel that you have come within the range of the goal area. Compared with hardships that you experienced over the long period before construction and during construction, you feel more delightful. There are, however, important events. You must stay sharp. You are required to make efforts to the end. In particular, takeover inspection and completion inspection are important processes. Beautifully withdraw from the constructed site. Place importance on the last impression. Site office management. General of EC data starts with task item 1 of number 55 and ends with task item number 58. Now you probably think that construction is over and you want to have a rest for a while. Items 90 and 91 described in this section are very important, in a sense that these items connect and affect the site construction managers and the company's future. Processes and procedures for duties are repeated cyclically along with feedback and follow-up. Your activities in this stage are to use the result of your project effectively for following business transactions. B. Key points to learn. 83. Pre-completion inspection. You will sometimes receive numerous numbers of complaints. You may come to hate to address them. Make an effort to have extra time by requesting partial inspection in advance. You can also make enough time by sufficiently conducting pre-inspection in your company and on the constructive site. 84. Prepare the defects. Defects and failures can occur under construction and after takeover. Of course, we carried out construction management to reduce and prevent them. Nevertheless, unexpected accidents may occur. Organize and report the failures which happened under construction. Everyone is apt to hesitate to open failures. Efforts to reduce and eliminate failures, however, are included in required regular duties. 85. Completion inspection. This inspection is often conducted as a ceremony, but do not be disrespectful to clients. 86. Remove temporary facilities. Clear up and return rented products and leased products. Send purchased articles to other or the next constructed sites. 87. Cleaning. Do not dispose of important documents. There are not so many important documents. Limit the place to store them. 88. Remove site office, clean and return rented products and leased products. Return the site to a beautiful condition after construction. 89. Information of site close. Clearly inform. Thank you very much. 90. Clear the document. The major role of improvement activities is to improve our ways to advance duties, that is, to improve the operation process. In addition, these activities include improvement and changing of particular objects related to duties. If you think about matters based on VE and QC, you can act along them. The best way is to incorporate improvement activities into practice. You must have an awareness to improve the whole operation. Attempts to get away from those practices are useless. The following acronyms and words are key factors of improvement activities. TQC, Total Quality Control. CWQC, Company-wide Quality Control. QC, Quality Control. QA, Quality Assurance. VE, Value Engineering. VA, Value Analysis. Management skills, skills to establish mechanisms to manufacture better and more reasonable products more safely and more efficiently. Consider VE and QC. Inherent skills, skills to create companies' own products. General skills and knowledge, management skills, and inherent skills produce great results. Achievements. Do not expect a great invention. Make little accurate improvements. Have an improvement-oriented mind. Management skills should not be used as an apparently technical style. The purpose is to create the results from improvement. When you improve or redesign things and matters, VE can be effectively used. Keywords are value up, function up, and cost down. QC is a proper concept to improve products. Keywords are quality up, cost down, delivery up, and safety up. Results and achievements ultimately lead to an enhanced profit. The following descriptions are factors for good, effective results of improvement activities. Be aware of problems. It is not true that there are no problems. There are always problems to be improved or solved. Grasp the facts from data and numeric values. Correct data is decisive. Do not just make assumptions. Use QC and techniques effectively. Your own style closes your ways. If you improve your skills continuously, measures are made clear. Skills, experiences, knowledge, and feelings lead you in the right way. Do not want a conclusion from the beginning. You may imagine a good result. You can reach the conclusion if you follow the procedures to solve problems. Soundly analyze factors of problems. A halfway assumed factor is not always a true factor. Originality, ingenuity, and wisdom are limitless. Think solutions through. Do not give up. Leave things unfinished. Do not lose your heart. If you cannot come to a conclusion, refresh for a short time before retrying. Rational methods make waste, unevenness, and unreasonableness. Advance things with QC-based thinking. Abandon your self-centeredness. Do not get depressed by yourself. Ideas are created through group discussion. Do not be late for or absent from meetings. Manage your time. Do not advance things lazily. Establish clear goals. If you miss the purpose, correct the course of the plan. Collect required information within a predetermined period. If you have poor information, you cannot go ahead. During meetings, feel free to bring as many ideas to the table as possible. If you take a rigid way of thinking, you reach a dead end. Keep thinking flexibly. On the way to the goal, there are difficult hurdles to jump. Think that it is natural that there are barriers before you. Overcome the problems. During open discussion, do not stick to office organizations, qualifications, ages, years of experience, and hierarchical relationship. Respond to changes flexibly and positively. Try to have different views. At the stage of decision-making, weigh results and conclusions heavily. Change conventional ways. Put importance on teamwork. Do not do solo performances. Believe that you are successful with a sense of urgency. Polish your interpersonal abilities, including negotiation skills, communication skills, language skills, and humanity. Polish your presentation ability. Do not focus only on techniques. Improve your expressive power based on technological competence. Before proposal, prepare support data. Before starting activities, firmly plan and prepare for them. 91. Report to headquarters. Construction examination 2. Results of construction are not only gauged by clients' verbal assessment. Usually clients say to you, "You did a good job." Except for some extraordinary reason, you are not criticized or denounced directly. Takesha not only puts an importance on customer satisfaction but also self-assessment. A purpose of construction examination is merely conducted to reflect on. Its main purposes are, however, to incorporate outputs into our inherent technology and use them effectively for future projects and duties. In particular, organize, arrange, and prepare historic data, construction materials, and backup service plan. Data, materials, and plans. Transition of costs. Finally confirm the appropriateness of the working budget. Reconfirmation of customers' needs. Correct concepts at the initial stage of construction. Some facts must be found in later stages. Prepare the final version of the system flow chart. Arrange it to be used effectively in future projects. Arrange verification results, measure data and performance results, with correct numeric values and units. Arrange construction data including actual man-hours for construction, construction volume, and construction productivity. Documentation of improved cases, failure cases, proposals at feedback, newly discovered matters, and divertible matters. For factories, analyze the relationship between the production process and facilities, and reflect it on the design of facilities for production lines. Prepare a backup service plan. Follow up customers and across the company. When you prepare a document, summarize main points simply, as you are expected to report or present it to the company or outside of the company. Backup service activities. Under construction, do research beforehand about how customers plan for operation, management, and maintenance of products after completion and delivery. In one case, a person in charge of construction in Takesha was headhunted after completion of construction. Not only Takesha aims at receiving orders of new construction projects, but also we expect new order generated from customers under continuous relationship with the customers after delivery, including maintenance, service, reconstruction work, and extension work. Some people may say before thinking you can develop new customers, but it is not actually easy. Continuously take good care of customers. After a person is put in charge of dealing with customers and the system to support the customer, address the customer across the company. On the other hand, calculate profits from the customer. Charge free service is not our intention. Judge situations and behave in a business-like manner. When defects and failures occur 1 or 2 years later, respond to them properly. There are fewer complainers in our business world compared to the manufacturing industry. C. Business development. In this stage, humanity of the person in charge of site management is shown. Improve yourself even little by little. When people do not have enough time, they fail. Disperse your loads. This process requires you to feedback and follow up the project for which you are now responsible, so that you can use this experience for future projects and future business activities. As repeatedly described, Our site management duties are cumulative. All of the 90 items in this EC Data 1, therefore, are required for site management. Your duties are completed when you complete item number 58. Under such recognition, complete your site management duties for the project which you are responsible. It's the end of explanation of how to lead site management.